Hey, what's going on, guys? Zane here, and today's video is going to be a little bit more of a raw, uncut video. So if you've watched this channel before, you know I have an AI software business called Hyperspecific, where I actually build custom software for other businesses to help manage their back end, automate paperwork, etc. But that is not the only thing that I use Claude Code for. In fact, it's capable of so much more. So today I'm going to show you exactly how I use Claude Code to not only build the application, but to find a niche with a painful problem that's worth building a software for that I can charge a lot of money for. It will then go out and find me leads in this specific niche. It will validate their contact information so I know I'm sending to a valid email. It will then write all of the email campaigns for me, and then it will actually launch the actual emails. So let me show you how to do that right now. So this is a private repo called the Compass, and the Compass is a system designed to transform Claude Code into a business building agent, kind of like a wrapper. So it will go out there, Claude Code will go out there, validate your offer, find you leads, send emails, etc. This is something that I share with my private community, Basecamp, but don't worry, this is not a pitch for Basecamp. It's invite only. You can't even get in. I just want to show you what we're doing on the inside, and I'll show you how to actually do this yourself. So we'll start, and I'll just say hi. So the first thing it did is it tried to read my user config file to see my saved data, but this is a fresh Compass. And so because there was no file, it's taking me through the setup process that all of my users are taken through. And this is just to kind of personalize, Claude Code. So it greets you by your name, and it keeps your revenue goals in mind when it comes to scaling, deciding how many outreach messages you need to be setting, how many appointments you need to be setting, etc. So you can see it just created my user config file. So if I were to come back, start a new Claude Code in this repo, it would already have my saved data. I wouldn't have to do that again. So this is where it gets exciting. It says you're on mission 1, problem and niche selection. This is where you'll research 3 niches, identify painful problems worth $20K each, and compare all 3 to choose the best opportunity. So again, this is all within Claude Code, primarily with a custom Claude MD file that I'll show you guys in a bit. But at this stage, what we give Claude Code, or the Compass, is a specific niche we want to research, and it will go out there and research the entire internet, find their problems, find where they hang out, and find what is worth building for this niche, what problem can we solve, and how can we charge a lot of money to solve this for them. So now at this point, I'm just going to put in a niche, and I'm going to put in auto service. So now it's using a preloaded skill that I already have in there, the niche research skill, and it's going to do a deep market analysis that downloads the entire industry into your brain, searches forums, Reddit, industry sites, events, and platforms to uncover pain points. And by the end of this process, it's going to give us a crazy comprehensive document with everything that I could possibly need to know on the auto service industry. Okay, so it's finished with that first workflow using that skill, and it's already started on the second one. So the first thing it did was it created me a super comprehensive document with everything I need to know about the auto service industry. It gave me some just key points here, massive market, top pain points, technician shortage, parts delays, etc., mature software market, and this is a crowded space with established players. We'll need to find a very specific pain point that existing software doesn't solve well. So what it's doing now is it's actually chaining the next skill on top of this first one. So the first skill was designed to find everything there is to know, just grab all the information. And now the second skill is actually designed to sift the information to find the gold. So this is the niche opportunity finder skill. And it's working on that right now. It's just scanning all of the data that we just looked at and finding the best opportunity. But let me actually show you what that initial document looks like, just so you can get an idea of how extensive this is. And again, I didn't have to put in crazy prompts. It's already pre-designed because of the Claude MD file and because of the skill it knows to use. So we have auto repair service, industry overview. We have sources with everything. We have links with everything. Industry forums where they hang out. Top 10 pain points with evidence, technician shortage, hiring, parts availability, and pricing. We even have their industry terms. So RO, repair order, DVI, digital vehicle inspection, things that I would never know, but are super helpful when it comes to talking to them and showing them that you understand them. We have specific pain phrases, playing phone tag all day, success phrases, and then their current software landscape. So what are they using right now? They're using some budget software, some mid-range software, and then we can get an idea of what their premium software is and the top software complaints. Too many clicks to do simple things. Customer support is slow, expensive for small shops, doesn't integrate with my part suppliers. And then the market gaps and opportunities. So potential gaps identified. They'll need validation. We'll need to do some calls to actually really validate these. And then just sources and verification. Okay, so just finished the next one. Let's go into it. Now, I didn't know if this market was good before going into. That's what this entire skill is for, is it does deep research and it tells you if there's actual opportunity here. So after deep research, the auto service industry has 3 potential opportunity areas worth exploring. However, this is a mature market with established software players at every price point. Any opportunity here requires finding a very specific underserved market or pain point. Honest assessment. This niche is competitive. The pain points are real, but solutions already exist. Custom software need to target a specific underserved sub-niche, solve a very specific problem better than existing tools, or be significantly cheaper while matching core features. And then it just shows you the opportunities. So opportunity number 1, customer communication automation, etc. So this is basically meant to show you like, hey, all you have to do is put in your niche. Claude Code will do deep research and will tell you if there is real opportunity there. And if there is, it will tell you exactly what to build. So this obviously allows you to drastically cut down on your market research time rather than having to spend weeks searching Reddit and Facebook and forums and trying to gather all this information to find what problem is worth building for in this market. This system allows you to just basically do it instantly. It goes out and finds everything there is to know and gives you an answer just like that within 5 minutes or so. So we just did the same exact process for both HVAC and commercial cleaning. So now we've researched 3 niches, we've evaluated the problems in each, and we've identified a clear winner, which looks like that is commercial cleaning. So the problem is commercial cleaning companies lose contracts to silent churn, clients who never complain just leave, and that's our winner. That's not to say that there's not opportunities in HVAC and auto service, but this entire system is designed to find us the easiest possible opportunity. So commercial cleaning meets 4 criteria. It has a lot of manual processes. It has repetitive processes. These processes are compliance or revenue critical, and there's terrible existing software to solve this. And so that means that we can, whatever we build is going to be pretty easy to build, and we can charge a lot of money for it. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to have Claude Code find us leads in every single niche, and it's going to write us cold emails, and it's actually going to send emails to each of these 3 niches to further validate our offer and the problem that we're solving. And so you can see down here, it says mission 2 is email outreach validation. You'll test all 3 niches simultaneously via cold email to identify which market responds best. Just type yes to start mission 2. So again, this is a system I designed for my private community, but the sky's the limit with Claude Code. I'll show you exactly how I did this with the Claude MD file with pre-loaded skills in here, but you can design Claude Code to basically systemize everything. It can do so much more than just code for you. Hey, real quick, I actually put together a super comprehensive guide on exactly what I did in this video, how to turn Claude Code into any agent you want and run your entire business from the terminal. So there is everything in here, from the anatomy of a Claude MD file, the different components of a Claude MD file, and how to best utilize them, 7 different examples of agents that you can build with Claude Code, tool stacks, workflows, a good Claude MD template, skills, why skills matter, how to stack skills, everything you could possibly need to turn Claude Code into a very specific AI agent that performs certain workflows and gets certain tasks done. So you can build research agents, outreach agents, sales agents, etc. If you want this, it's completely free. Just click the link down in the description below. Okay, so Claude Code is going to be basically doing everything for us, but we do utilize APIs of three different applications to do this. Apify to scrape the leads, AnyMailFinder to verify the emails, and Instantly to actually send the actual campaigns. Again, Claude will do all of it for us. We simply just have to get our API keys from each of these and just throw it into Claude Code. Okay, it says scraping leads for all 3 niches via Apify. Okay, so this is where it starts getting pretty freaking cool. So now we can see all of the leads that were scraped from Apify using Google Maps. So we got 200 leads in auto repair. We got 323 leads in HVAC, and we got 379 leads from commercial cleaning for a total of 902 leads. Now, automatically, without me even having to say anything, Claude is going to now take all of these leads, all of these businesses, and find verified decision maker emails with AnyMailFinder. And so I didn't have to tell it anything. All I had to do was provide my API keys and it does it all for me, saving me a ton of time. Okay, so the enrichment is complete. Claude went out and found verified decision maker emails for every single lead. We have about 213 emails. It found about 23% of auto repair, 40% of HVAC, 24% of commercial cleaning. I would ideally like to find more than that, have at least a couple hundred in each campaign. To account for that, you simply just scrape more leads. But for the sake of this video, we're just going to move on to the next step. So now it's asking me, are you ready to write personalized cold emails for each niche? So we'll just go ahead and say continue. So we basically did market research to find niches worth going after and painful problems worth going after. And now we scraped a bunch of leads in each of those niches. We've found verified emails of decision makers. And now Claude's just going to go ahead and write personalized email campaigns for them based on the offer that we're trying to sell. Okay, so here are some examples of the cold emails that Claude wrote based on each niche. So Brent saw Riker's Automotive and Tire has 4.5 stars in Orlando. Nice work. Auto repair in Florida is competitive. Blah, blah, blah. Same thing for HVAC contractors. Same thing for commercial cleaning. And there are actually 2 more emails after this. So it is a 3 email campaign. And now all I have to say is approve to proceed with the Instantly campaign launch. And it's going to automatically import all these emails, all these leads into Instantly and launch the campaigns. Or I can have it rewrite to revise these emails. I'm just going to say approve. Campaign setup complete. So Claude has successfully imported our 3 campaigns with all of our leads and all of our sequences automatically into Instantly, and I didn't have to do a single thing. The one thing I will have to do is Claude was having some issues actually activating the campaigns via the API, which is not a huge deal. All I have to do is go in there and click one button. But let me just show you some proof that these campaigns are in Instantly. So we have our auto repair campaign here. I have all of my auto repair leads. We have our sequences, and Claude imported our actual emails as custom variables. So let me just show you what this looks like once I select a lead. So you can see we have our entire email here and then our full 3 email sequence as well. Same thing for cleaning. Got all of our leads, got all of our sequences, and then finally for HVAC as well. Got our leads and got our sequences. So pretty freaking cool. I mean, we went from absolute scratch to researching 3 different markets deeply, spotting painful problems in each of these markets, and then identifying opportunities, things that we could actually build and make money, to then scraping Google Maps and finding leads in each niche, to then getting verified email addresses of decision makers for every single lead, to then writing the emails, to then uploading all of the campaigns and the sequences and the leads into Instantly. And I didn't have to do any of this manually. Claude did the entire thing for us. And that took probably about hour and a half. And the only reason is because AnyMailFinder's API can just take a little bit to verify all the leads. But I literally probably typed like less than 15 words total. I didn't have to put any long prompts. This was all done practically for us. So it pretty much all comes down to the Claude MD file. And this is why the Claude MD file is so cool, because we can essentially turn Claude into a custom agent, create custom workflows, and essentially kind of create a wrapper for this. And so there are just very specific instructions in here. There are very specific prompts and workflows. There are also preloaded skills in here. So the Claude MD file instructs Claude when to use a specific skill. For example, when it came time to scraping leads with Apify, well, Claude has a pre-designated skill to do that, and it knows to call that skill based on the Claude MD file. And so I wanted to show you guys this because Claude is able to do so much more than just code your project and create custom software. It's able to go out there, research markets, find leads, upload them to campaigns, write custom emails. The possibilities are pretty much endless. So I'm curious, let me know in the comments below, are you using Claude for something like this? Because for me, the more that I can systemize my business using Claude, the more I can automate things and basically turn Claude into a general AI business building agent, and it can do everything for me, the better. And I think that that's where we're headed with Claude Code and with these agents. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got value out of it. If you're using Claude Code for something like this outside of coding, custom workflows, tell me in the comments below. I'm super curious to hear what you're doing with Claude Code. But once again, if you did get value out of this video, please consider liking and subscribing down below for plenty more Claude Code content, and I'll see you in the next video.